Hey everyone, so it's me. I'm back making another video because all I can do today is sit around and think, and the more I think, the more upset I get, so I'd rather talk to you all. Um, I just wanted to give you a little bit of the story of how I found out I had a miscarriage and everything that went into it because I was really, really upset with the care that I did receive. And just thought I would share it because it was so annoying and aggravating and angering that I needed to share it with someone and ask if this is normal procedure. Because last time I had a miscarriage, it was chemical pregnancy, so it was nothing like this when I was 8 weeks pregnant and miscarried. So yesterday, like I said, I woke up from a nap and had bleeding. It was like a period, so I immediately called my doctor's office and spoke to the emergency line there and told them what was happening. Was put on hold for 20 minutes before they finally told me to go to the nearby hospital that they are affiliated with and get an ultrasound as soon as they could fit me in. So I've never been to this hospital before. Um, and with my son, I delivered at another hospital, so I've never been there before. I walk into the front desk and tell them I think I'm miscarrying. I'm 8 weeks pregnant. I was told to come to the hospital and wasn't sure where to go. So they sent me to the women's center of the hospital, and I got there, and they told me, oh, you don't have an appointment here. You need to go to the emergency room. Okay, so I walked down the other half of the hospital to the emergency room, got checked in, and they told me, go have a seat. The nurse will call you when they're ready. Now, okay, I'm bleeding everywhere, in so much pain and so scared, and they tell me, go sit and wait your turn. I was devastated. I sat for about half an hour and I was like, what in the world am I doing here? Like, they should see me, like, right away. Like, what's going on? So I then called my doctor again and said, I'm in the emergency room. I have no idea where you wanted me to go. What am I supposed to do? Well, she said, oh, well, I told you to go to the radiology department. And I was like, no one told me that. So then hour later, I finally made it to the radiology department after being wheeled around in a wheelchair to three different places because no one could tell me where I was going. I got there, and I told the nurse that I've had a vaginal ultrasound a week ago. They told me I do not scan well on a vaginal ultrasound, that I need to drink water so I can get an abdominal ultrasound because that's the only way last time they were able to see anything at all. So she gave me water, I drank it, and then she goes, well, we're just going to do a vaginal ultrasound anyway. So I got undressed, got on the table, had my legs up, TMI. They stuck the wand in and started doing the ultrasound, and I wasn't bleeding at this point. The bleeding had stopped, and as soon as she inserted the ultrasound wand, just a gush of just blood went. I could feel it all going everywhere. So I started panicking and crying, and my mom finally came and the radiologist was looking for the baby and trying to find out and measure and everything. So that took about 15 minutes, and they would not let me see the screen. They wouldn't tell me what was going on. After that was done, they told me, okay, get dressed, and the doctor said, you can get dressed and you can go, and your OBGYN will follow up with you as soon as they have all the information. And I about lost it. I started screaming and crying. My mom was so upset. I said, all I want to know is if you can tell me if I'm having a miscarriage, if the baby's alive, if you saw the heartbeat, what's going on. And the doctor said, I'm not allowed to tell you. I have to wait until your regular doctor tells you. Well, at this point, he didn't say what kind of doctor he was. He never introduced himself or anything. So I was floored. I'm saying, you're a doctor. You can't tell me. You don't have to diagnose me. You don't have to tell me what's happening. Just tell me if you saw a heartbeat. And he wouldn't even say anything. So he told me, get dressed and go home. And I said, no, I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what is going on. So he called my doctor, which was on call in that hospital, and my doctor came down to the radiology department and came in the door and said, you're having a miscarriage. The baby stopped growing a week ago. It's measuring about the same, about 6 to 7 weeks, and it hasn't grown since, and we cannot find a heartbeat, which the last time I had an ultrasound a week ago, they had a hard time finding the heartbeat also because my bladder wasn't full last time either. So I was kind of upset, and the doctor said, you're going to have cramps. It's going to be a lot more than a normal period to just go home and let your miscarriage take place. That was it. He left the room. He said goodbye. No instructions. No, don't do this, don't do that. No prescriptions, no nothing. Didn't tell me take Tylenol, take Advil, take Motrin, take anything. Didn't say don't use tampons, but because, I know better, I knew not to use a tampon. And it was ridiculous. I've tried to call my doctor 3 times today, and all 3 times I never get a phone call back. I am floored at the amount of care that I have. That you could just send someone home and not care or even make the attempt to make sure they're getting proper care, especially in this situation. I mean, I don't know if that's normal procedure, if how this works. Never had this happen before where I've had an actual miscarriage that was so far along. But shouldn't I have gotten information on what to do and what not to do and what to expect and what things to look for in case complications are arising? I mean, it's ridiculous. No, nothing. Then I called today, the nurse line, and she goes, oh, just take Motrin. And I said, no, you don't even understand. I can't even get up and walk. It's hard for me to go to the bathroom. I'm in so much pain. And she said, oh, just take a 600 milligrams of Motrin. You'll be fine. No, it doesn't help. I've called the nurse 3 times today. His office closed at noon, and they would not give me a prescription. So I have an appointment in 2 weeks to see a new doctor. But, I mean, am I crazy? Was this ridiculous? And what is your take on it? So I just want to know if you guys out there, I know some of you had miscarriages before, is this the kind of care that I should have received, or what should have taken place? Because I'm really confused. So let me know, and if you guys know who to report this kind of stuff to, like, should I report it to the office manager? Should I call, someplace and report this? Because, I mean, they gave me no information. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, thanks for your support, and I love you guys. And to all my new subscribers, thank you so much. And I'll be back soon. Thanks.